we are live. Let me throw out the announcements in the usual places. Okay, I think I have all of the necessary announcements thrown out here.
Cool.
It is indeed time to Bing.
Time to Bing.
Yes. Sweebiom said that, in case you were wondering. Alright, I think there's not too terribly much to say here. We're in week 2 here, so once I have you both deafen and mute, I will get a ready from both of you in Bingo Sync chat. And then I'll do a 3, 2, 1 go, at which point you will reveal the card. There will be a minute of review time, and at the end of that minute, I'll give you another 3, 2, 1 go. And after that second 3, 2, 1 go will be the, time to actually start your game. Any questions before we hop in?
Nope. Let me just get my
cool.
set up real quick.
And, Pat, since you're muted right now, I do have a little bit of an easier time paying attention Bingo Sync chat. Is that okay with you if something comes up mid-race that you need to communicate? Or should I get something up on... Yeah, all good. Okay. So I'll be paying attention to there. I'll probably not catch anything in the Discord chat until after we're done racing. Nice. Anyway. Let's go ahead and deafen and mute then.
Good luck.
Good luck to both of you. Alright. Just double checked, we're all deafened and muted, so let's give our ready. Got a yump. Or sorry, a yarp. Once I get one, or once I get the second. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so let's get this up on stream here. There is no co-caster, silly me. So, right in the center, we have a Demolition Square today. So we'll see if anyone goes for that. And as you can see, we do not have any gifts today. So one square that I've not had the luxury of casting recently has been this UFOs general. So I'm kind of excited to see if anybody goes for that one. And it is in a diagonal, so that should be a pretty, like, strong potential square to go for. So I'm definitely going to be having to pay attention for that. Getting ready to count them in here. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. It is go time. I think Liz is off into Planet Zoldath. Hopefully Pat sees that soon. Okay, let Pat's going. Also going into Planet Zoldath. Having 2 of each resource at once. I'm not sure if that was a delay of things getting there, or if that was... Bingo Sync might be having some issues, I'm not sure. But, like, we did get the go. Fingers crossed that doesn't make a... that isn't the make or break. It is kind of fun that we do have both players in Zoldath right now. And that is a corner square, so it is a very strong square to be going for. Anyway, we have a top 3 on 2 arcade leaderboards. Oh, sorry, let me, Let me see here. Right, so the thing I was gonna say before was that Liz is a big fan of Magic Garden, so it very much would not surprise me to see Liz basically immediately pivot over there as soon as this is done. We also have gold discs. 4 gold discs from on this card. So that's a medium amount there, pretty high actually. We might see Quibble Race, we might see Camouflage, maybe Overbold, maybe Barbuda. Waldorf is probably pretty good for that. We do have Mortal 2 as well in that top left corner. So yeah. Lots of loose trackable ones, yeah. Feel free to keep me honest, chat. Hey, Alfie. So we just need 2 crystals now for Liz and 1 more turnip as well. And meanwhile... Ooh, yeah. So PigeonPat already has 1 of the 2 crystals, but does need 2 of the lettuce-type gems. I don't know, they're weird. Alright, we found the dungeon, but I don't think that's what we're looking for right now. We ate the meat. Looking at this card right now... it is a little more puzzly today. Or maybe it's just that my eyes are kind of drawn to the Block Koala, the Camouflage, the Planet Zoldath, the Demolition. It's kind of interesting always looking at the different squares that spawn, or that they don't spawn, that get rolled every time we open up a new bingo. I don't think we've seen any Easter egg UFOs because, as it turns out, the UFO you arrive in does not count for Zoldath. Liz still on the hunt for the crystals here. Pat in a pretty good spot here, actually, right now. Okay, she got her turnip. Does still need to find the 2 crystals, which I believe are going to be the rare resource here. Resorting to violence, which actually is going to get her exactly what she needs. Pat unable to secure the last 2 of the green lettuce whatchamacallits. Wow. And yeah, like, immediately into Zoldath. Oh no! Oh no, that might cost her the square! Succumbing on the acid at the last moment there. Pat still does need to take the time to find these last couple of lettuces here, though, which Liz has right off the bat, so it's really interesting to see here. Oh, we found a random crystal, so that's pretty helpful for Liz. It's not over for her, and so that's like... Pat still needs to secure that last lettuce before he can mark off the square. Oh, there it is! That's gonna be a mark! So we'll see how quickly Liz notices this. Oh, that's really rough timing on the death there for Liz. Hopefully she notices the bingo square soon. It's wild that, like, out of all the squares here, I did not expect to see a Zoldath race to start. But I think you kind of look at that and you're like, okay, that's not too bad. Alright. Let's see here. Do we have a pin golf goal directly on here? Do we? I'm not... Oh, right. We're going for UFOs. Okay, we're going for UFOs right now. And also, if you do 2 levels, that's also true. So I'm not sure if this is... hopefully Liz looks over and sees... Okay, there's our UFO in pin golf. Okay, we're not even doing the levels right now, we're just going for the UFOs. Okay, Liz probably sees the square checked off now. Hopping out. Where are we going next? Considering Star Wasper? Liz dropping an OMFG in Bingo Sync chat, understandably. Alright. Hopping into Waldorf, so have 35 shells at once. We saw right at the beginning of this stream here, even, Liz went for a quick Waldorf cherry. So we'll probably see her work on the 35 shells. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Liz that the acid that she stepped in to try and get the last resource was just a little bit too much. Honestly, this is not too bad to track right now. I'm sure I'll regret saying that later. Okay, we got the UFO in Fist Hell. Onion delivery. I'm gonna drive down or over to the right. We need to go across the bridge here. Cross the bridge, then we head further south. Don't drop into the the sludge. The sludge does not get us the UFO. Alright, we didn't quite get there. We'll have another shot here. Was making very quick progress on the shells in Waldorf. Up to 30 now with that shell. Another puffin. Might even, like, not be the worst idea to go grab... Okay, I think that was the UFO right there. Oh wait, no, it's a little lower. There it is. Very clearly on screen. Alright, now we just need to pick red ship and go GEE. Halfway point there on Waldorf for Liz, because she just got the gift. Whoop. Might have accidentally selected the wrong pilot there. 2 more shells, and that'll do it. Perfect. Marking off that vertical square. Hopefully she'll see the diagonal as soon as Pat marks this UFO. I'm always biased towards anything that gets us more bingo. I always want it to be like a big back and forth. Alright, there's another UFO for Pat, just need 1 more. So obviously we're going into Night Manor, right? Now, hopping into Gulf Aria, far right side of the desert. It's a lot of jumping through the sand here. At this point now, Liz is looking to fill 5 item slots in Barbuda. Do not think we're gonna probably be pushing any generals here, except maybe a gold disc if she decides to finish the game, which would be a bit of an investment, but this is definitely one of the more finishable games on this card, compared to, say, oh... well, I was gonna make a joke, but... Block Koala. There's my joke. Block Koala's my joke. But I could definitely see some of these games being games that, like, somebody goes sickos modes and decides to complete. Yeah, we're finally getting a UFO rush. I don't think I've actually had the chance to have anyone go for any, well, I don't think I've even had the UFO show up on my, any of my casts. Oh, PigeonPat appears to have lost connection to Bingo Sync. Is still playing here, though, so... Should be pretty able to get back in once... Oh, there it is! It's on screen! That is enough. It's good, you're on screen. Alright. So PigeonPat apparently disconnected, but is still connected, was because was able to mark off the UFO. So that's fine. Alright. Taking a look now, where do we go? Is Pat comfortable with Devilition? Is hovering over it right now, and it would be a very strong center square to grab. Yeah. Beat level 14 is kind of funny for this. It'll be really wild if Pat just keeps working along this diagonal. And then it comes down to a level 14 race. To be fair, when it's level 14, you might as well finish. You might as well just go finish 14 levels instead. Okay, it looks like Pat was on phone before. Right, yeah, we're popping into Demolition, so looking to secure this center square. Liz is gonna have to block somewhere on this diagonal. That is 5 items, and I don't think we got anything for any other generals here. So Liz gonna take a look at those 2 games in a row, immediately going into Block Koala. Probably forgot to enter in the term. Yep. That happens to me so often. I'm like, okay, I need to go into Block Koala, and instead of like going terminal and typing in 1, 2, 3... Hello? Music playlist, are you sentient? Get out of here. What the hell? Are you kidding me? I swear this is random. I don't think you do, Tyler. It's so hard not to accidentally mentally think, okay, I'm going to Block Koala, so you go and open up Block Koala. I would not be surprised if Liz was pulling up some resources right now, because for level 14, this is one you do not want to mess around with, I'd say. This is one where you just want to get it done and do it right, because this level is so prone to making one mistake early on, and then not being able to find out that you've made a mistake until right at the end when you're going for the star block push. So if you're not super familiar with this level, I actually do recommend just pulling up some resources. And unfortunately, I think there's no direct answers for this one in the resource guide, and you're probably gonna need to look up a YouTube video. But luckily for Liz here, it's a pretty slim chance that Pat's gonna finish all 5 levels here and then go to Block Koala with the opportunity to catch up here, as long as Liz is able to find something to work with here. Alright, looks like she did. Pat, meanwhile, making very quick progress and is going to get some strong presence on the center square. Pat's looking pretty good here. Like, just needs to, you only need to beat 5 rounds. So you don't need to do anything fancy, no needing to kill or save all of the villagers, you don't need to clear every single demon off the screen. You just need to make it to, through 5 levels. Oh, speaking of which, we do have 2 levels done now for Pat in Demolition. So that's a little bit of general progress now. Alright, getting as many of these blocks out of the way as we can. Does that not trap you? Because how are you going to get around the star block at the bottom left? Am I mistaken here? I think that 5 and 2 is meant to be 1 more block higher on the left there. Oh wait, no, I see now. That makes sense. Never mind. For some reason I thought you had to loop all the way around. Nope, that's good. I guess, like, the number of times I've seen this level solved, the number of times I've seen someone have to walk all the way around because they had, like, something situated somewhere else has kind of made me think that that was a block. Well, it is a block, but, you know, blocked block. Alright, we're good, we're good. So speaking of blocks, this is going to be a pretty important block for Liz. And now Pat's gonna have to play a little bit of defense after finishing up this middle square. I do not think... I think Liz is gonna immediately rush towards getting Magic Garden... Or maybe not Magic Garden, but like there's a good chance that she's gonna pop into the scoreboards before too long. Where are we? So Golfaria here? Here? I don't know why I made that sound. Destroy 3 Parbots, okay. She mentioned at one point in a practice match that I played with her that she kind of wished that she had done this when it was on one of our boards, just because it's actually a pretty quick goal. So might just be looking to grab quick goals while they're around. Yeah. Camp 2 would be a great square right now. Honestly, yeah, top row is extremely juicy. I wouldn't begrudge anyone for just pushing that directly. But I also understand maybe wanting to expand out and just get goals that you know you can grab. Pat's on the 5th round here. Alright, here's our first Parbot. Kablam! This chain, I think, is looking pretty good here. Kind of miss where our start point is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was just the cannon in the bottom right here. Because then that reaches basically everything else here. Now we just need to figure out if we're... Okay, yeah, that purple demon up there is hit. Setting it off. Chain is looking great. Full clear. Very well done, Pat. That was some wonderful demolition. So this will be a really interesting decision to make now on Pat's part. Are we gonna go up to the top left and try and block the leaderboards? Are we gonna maybe try and just block the... Oh no, we're just going for the Campanella 2. This is great for Pat. This cuts off the top row entirely. Because, like, once you get that, you already have the center square, so you don't have to worry about any diagonals. So I think Liz is just kind of playing for majority right now. Oh my goodness. Watching the Golfaria shot up there just kind of loop around a punch through all those slopes. Wow. Hey, winner. Just trying to, like, nudge up onto that without falling back down. Oh yeah! I didn't even notice that we also had Campanella 2 obtain the Friendship Bracelet. This is really important for Pat, then. And hopefully Liz is able to get these Parbots before too long, otherwise she's gonna be in some pretty big trouble here. Whoop. Oh. Slopes are not cooperating right now. Up to 140 coins now for Pat. Hopping into the star door. Pat is in a great spot right now. Yeah. It's a shame, I would have loved to see a Campanella 2 race. Liz very much sticking with the Parbot goal here. The tricky part about this Parbot in particular is getting up on this slope without the brake ball and then staying on it. Kinda think you almost wanna, like, hop over to that slope, or that hill to your left there. And also, I think you really wanna just be going directly against the hill, and just find the right velocity that just barely gets you up the hill. Chomp, chomp, pop. Unrelatedly. Unless you can, like... Oh, perfect. Okay, now we actually have a shot at the Parbot. Just need to not push ourselves too far up and get shot off of there. There's our 300 coins, I believe, on Pat's side. Now, will Pat stay? Yep, Pat sees it. Oh no, I think Liz had to reset? Oh wait, no, okay. Duh. Reset after hitting the Parbot, right. Yeah, just as soon as you get up onto that ramp, it's so much better. But getting up onto that ramp is the problem. Alright, heading down to the last Parbot near the brake ball. And then, yoop. Oh no! A little bit too far to the left there. Parbot has noticed you. Alright, there's our Parbot, so we're tied, but Pat is very quickly going to be picking up the friendship bracelet in Moir Woods soon. So now it's basically up to Liz to find places where she can block. Alright, looks like we're hitting up Kick Club. So it'll be interesting to see if we're just doing 2 levels right now, or if... I mean, I assume we're probably gonna... Playlist, hello? Yeah, I think this is a really great play for Liz getting that bottom corner. The shopkeeper! It was the shopkeeper! The shopkeeper I have a crush on! I love that shopkeeper. Alright, here's our friendship bracelet. Apparently, CO. Look, I have a crush on the Campanella 2 shopkeeper, like, the lizard gal. the Velgra shopkeeper, and I would tell the Divers shopkeeper all of my deepest, darkest secrets. They look like such a friend. There's my... there's my shopkeeper rating list. Anyway. Hopping into Mooncat. Likely we're just doing a level rush at this point. As soon as we get through our Mooncat introduction here. I swear if the playlist picks a Mooncat song, I'm done. I'm not actually done, but I'm going to, like, freak out a little bit. Wait for it. Boom, boom, bam, bam. That one wasn't quite as good as my other ones. Oh, and Liz definitely has 2 levels done. And actually, Campanella too. Wait. Was I checking off the wrong thing? No, I didn't save. Oops. Well, shoot, I'm gonna have to fix that real quick. So now, wait, what? Why isn't that saved? 45514. There we go. Oops, that should be a 1, not a... I believe these counts should now be correct. Oop. Mistiming that dunk just slightly there. And birds. Don't forget birds. Pin golf on screen. Somebody call Winterbit. Nope, just need to get this ball in the hole a little bit further. Alright, it's another 2 levels done. Camouflage, really good pick here. We could actually even continue this later for Get Eaten by a Frog, Gator, and Bird. A little bit, Winterbit. I think so. Just like a little bit here. So yeah, this will be nice progress for Pat to hold on to later. An additional bonus of doing your 2 levels in camouflage. Oh yeah, who's who's your Avianos ancestor crush? Mine's Quetzal. While we're on the subject. No, you gotta turn to rock before you hop in there. You gotta blend in. Get a drink with Brontor. Yeah, Brontor looking kinda cute there. Alright, there's another 2 levels down. A chill chum. So I believe this should be... Not to put nicknames for these goals on the bingo cards themselves, given... Me? Oh, I see, the camouflage goal. Yeah, the only goals that have, like, nicknames are the multi-game goals. And those are just, like, themed things. But yeah, we're not gonna see PigeonPat go for that just yet, but it wouldn't surprise me to see Pat jump back into camouflage later to grab that. Alright, another 2 days done, because we're at level 3 in Overbold. Or at least if I was reading that correctly. Just gotta find one more place to drop 2 levels. Rail Heist. Keeny Peeny here, frame 1. Rail Heist for levels, that's right, we're seeing Rail Heist for levels. Which, these are pretty quick. I didn't quite see what happened on, Liz's side here. Okay, there's our time bonus, and... Ice World. Well, there we go. Perfect. There's the tie, and it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Liz is about to die here. I think Liz was looking up the high score to make sure she had enough points to put her name on the leaderboard, which we're about to see now. Perfect. Top 3. Is she gonna go Magic Garden? It would be extremely her to go Magic Garden. I'm surprised she's not, like, popping into Magic Garden to just knock that out really quick. Hi, Terry. So we're hopping now into Quibble Race. I saw the Quibble Race goal, where are you? Win 5 bets. This is a great square to grab, especially while Pat is over in Level Zone, which, Liz should see pretty shortly. Yeah, like, I keep waiting for the Liz Magic Garden. And I'm genuinely surprised it hasn't happened, but I actually do think the Quibble Race here is a great play. It's probably going to be after the Quibble Race. Alright, Cheetah off to a good start. There's our last set of levels done, and Pat pulls ahead by another square. Headzier, charging through. Another win there. Okay, hopping into Hotfoot. Just need 3 blowouts in one tournament, which is very obtainable. We're not doing the cheese strat here. We are playing some good old vegan Hotfoot. Another win on Quibble Race. I think my preferred team for this, if I'm not doing Edgar Cheese, which I'm like not the best at, I still like having July on my team at least, and then I usually have B as my backup. Another win! Liz has caught back up. Hopping into camouflage. So Pat does have a little bit of a lead on this square, but, you know, unless Pat hops out right now, Liz should be able to secure this as long as she knows a spot where she can get grabbed by a bird. But you don't need to do too much here, just run on through. Ooh, yeah. Up 9-2. 9-3, but still. Keeping B on the front lines to give some special power here. I love making this little lizard different colors fast. Yeah. Another fantastic double special there. Yeah, it might be time to do the, if you grab the baby lizard on this one, you can do the bird on this stage, but you don't have a gator yet, so you might as well do it later on a stage where you actually get a gator. Don't need to do too much here, just hop onto rock tile, earth tile, soil. Soil, sand, grass, and water. Dirt. July and mascot for round 2. Getting a little bullied here by July. Okay. I think she meant to pick the other side here. Yeah, here we go. So we just need to go get caught by everything here. Oh, the bird showed up. I don't think that was the bird. There was the bird. So we have gator and bird, now we just need a frog. Just need a frog. I'm pretty sure the first one was gator. And if nothing else, that was definitely gator. Oh, can't get over to the frog that way. Maybe just going back to level 1. You know what? Fair. Just not gonna deal with the gators there. I respect it. So that should be one of everything, marking off the square. Pat looking pretty good to pick this up. I really love this combo that Pat's got going on, and now I understand why he has these characters selected. And here we go. Here's our Liz Magic Garden. Don't need too many points. Yeah, this is really exciting. Liz and Pat are, like, putting on a fantastic show here. Oop, I'll be moving, I think, a little bit sooner than Liz expected there. There's our blowout. Do we need another one? Think we needed one more? Yeah, game 3 right now. So once this blowout's done, it'll once again be a tied game. Advantage point currently Liz, and I think Liz shouldn't be too much longer before securing this. So I think Liz has managed to pulled just a tiny bit ahead here. And it's basically at this point coming down to, like, are there any bingos left? I don't see any bingos. So it really is just a square race now. Oh, only bingo is middle. Oh, right. You've heard of diagonal blindness, but how about horizontal blindness? Yeah, there we go. So, I don't... Well... I'm kind of looking at those, and just based off of the practice rounds that I've played with Liz, I don't think any of those middle goals are things that Liz likes to do. So, she is gonna have to block somewhere on there. And I'm kind of curious to see where she's gonna go for the block, because otherwise, that is going to be a little rough for her. Alright, we're getting some points now. Dropping oppies off of the board. Is that enough points? Or was it 10k or... Yeah, I think it was 8k, right? Yeah. Alright, there's our leaderboard. So, 2-point advantage now for Liz, but Pat putting on a pretty strong threat here in the middle row that is going to have to be addressed. Oh no. Okay, I was about to say, you probably don't want to dedicate this much time to Elphazar's hat right now. What are we getting? Open tomb. Alright. Just need to clear all three level, or all two of them. I could just use the word both here. Nice final blowout there for PigeonPat. I really like the combo. Oh, Discord? Discord? Okay. Oh yeah! Oh no, I really hope. Oh no. These players are trying to win all one of these bingo match. That's a great vegan combo. Yeah, depending on how comfortable Liz here is in Mortal, this might be a problem for her if she doesn't get out of here quickly after finishing this goal, and then immediately go into, like, combat ants here. Because then it's going to turn into a gold disc race, if Pat's able to beat Liz on that. Beating the first stage in Rakshasa does take a little bit of effort here, but, you know, assuming that you're somewhat comfortable with it. Yeah. That middle line, I didn't see it before, and I wonder if the same thing happened to Liz. And, CC, I know you said it earlier, but thank you for the confirmation that I'm not alone in missing the middle. It's something weird about how, the way things line up with the colors. You kind of look at the diagonals, you look at verticals, and you just kind of see squares in, like, basically every line. Yeah. So, a lot of this is going to come down to whether Liz notices the line that's being formed here or not. And then whether or not she's, gonna be able to get into combat ants. Oop. Oh no, unfortunate. The explosion costing the vine there. Alright, there we go. Should have a free shot now. Yeah. Because, like, Liz doesn't have any bingos left, but Pat does. I kind of was thinking along the same lines. So hopefully she's not just playing for squares when she does need to block here. I'm saying hopefully, like, in her perspective here. Yeah, there's a good chance. And then from Pat's side, this is now a pretty big decision to make. Do you go for combat ants, or do you start doing your gold discs? And if... oh no, if you're Liz, you can't really pivot out of this goal if you wanna... Okay, I think Liz paused there because she noticed something was amiss. Campanella 3! Yeah, Sweebiom. Just, like, because you don't know what your opponent's doing. Like, if I'm Pat here, I have no idea what Liz is up to. Oh wait, right. Right, you don't have to, like, retain your progress. Okay, you know what, that's fair. Winner bait, yeah, I think that's the plan here for Pat. And also forcing Liz into combat ants here. Or 4 golds, but I don't think that Liz is gonna want to do 4 golds. Like, she might get Waldorf's Journey, but I'm looking at the rest of this and I don't know if that... like, maybe Camouflage, maybe Barbuda? Just trying to think from the perspective of games that I know that she feels more comfortable with. Yeah. Very true. Hey, Dan! Welcome to Bingo! We've got some hot Combat Ants versus Campanella 3. Well, right now, Liz is pushing for the Combat Ants square beat Pinsard. And yeah, Dan is a heckin' fantastic streamer. Does a lot of, like, Mario Maker, retro variety kind of stuff, and then also put a ton of time into UFO 50. I remember watching a lot of the Star Wasper progress. I found you when you were doing Mario Maker 2 shenanigans, but it was neat to see that you do, like, a lot of other cool stuff too. Oop. Couple bonks here. We're still only in stage A though, so we don't even need to actually be doing the 0% strats right now in Campanella 3. We only need to do that in stage B. However, getting all of the stars here is a little bit easy. Well, not necessarily easier, it's a different kind of challenge compared to 100% for the bonus. Doesn't hurt to practice, yeah. Alright, 1 mission down for Liz. Right, so there's another stage that comes up here later. There's Pinsard. Okay. Yeah, so Pinsard you just get to on the second stage. You immediately start right next to some red ants. Helpful if we can lure them away and get our economy started. Just so that we have a little bit of backup. Uh-oh. So after Liz gets this, this will be, I think, no bingos remaining now. Alright, using our own queen as defense. A very, very valuable strat. You just, you know, have a limited amount of time that you can use it. Alright, grab one of our food pellets, maybe take it back just to make sure we have something going. That's a lot of red ants. Like, luring cheese is definitely a great way to do it, but having something going does kind of, does have something for, like, a little bit of safety here. Yeah. I definitely... Thank you, Winterbit. I do like having the extra soldiers here for the extra firepower. It just makes it a little bit easier to just tear down the enemies here. It gives you a little bit of room to fail in case like one thing goes a little bit wrong. Halfway through Stage B with zeros. There are two ways to play Campanella 3. One is cat and the other is frog. And I mean, you know, not getting either of those is another option, but whatever. Alright, taking out the queen now. Remember, you can stand on top of the queen to do damage while you're shooting. But with 3 soldiers, that does go down pretty quickly. Yeah, 3 ants does take things down pretty quickly. Alright, Pat has pulled ahead just slightly. Liz is gonna catch up pretty shortly here, but... just need to go take out the other queen. Ooh, okay. So Pat's gonna be working on combat ants, but is gonna get sniped. So part of this is gonna come down to how quickly does Pat notice the snipe. If Liz was feeling, like, particularly, devious and, thinking ahead, and, like, this is not something that I would recommend, but that would be a situation where holding the square could be an option, but that's probably not something you're gonna see unless you're, like, an A tier. And that's when you have extremely comprehensive knowledge of every square, and, like, you know exactly where your opponent is and what's going on. That's not something I would recommend. It was a possibility, but it is not something that I would encourage right now. Taking an immediate reset. Okay, Overbold, we're looking to clear a round with maximum stakes. So I'll be curious to see what kind of build Pat goes with here. Right, CO? I would not feel great about holding a square ever, even if I knew there was no possible way I could have it taken away from me. Yeah, right, Hugh? Overbold does have a double. Ooh, yeah, Cherry and the round with maximum stakes. Ooh, okay. Pat is going into Open Tomb, but Liz already has a level done here. This is really unfortunate for Pat now. Hopefully, like, I don't know. Hopefully something just in his mind just says, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do Mortal, but... Oh no, that's so rough. I don't think you have any reason not to go for that right now, right? Unless you think Liz has been doing progress in that. Which she has been, but how would Pat know that? Oh no, you! At least this is another case of, Liz should be marking this off soon, so for Pat's sake, as long as he's paying attention and has the board in his peripheral vision here, likely shouldn't be wasting too much time here. But this will mean he's a square down now, and he's gonna have to find a way to try and make that back up. Me neither, Winterbit. I'm not sure what went on there. Yeah, I agree, Dan. I think going for the Campanella 3 square there instead of going into Combat Ants immediately was probably a massively pivotal point in the match here. Yep, Liz clears the square. Now hopping into Elphazar. So, in the amount of time that it takes to clear Elphazar, if Pat is quick about it, Pat could get both of the Overbold squares. Oop, getting a reset here on Liz's side. Yeah, I don't think Pat's noticed just yet. Hopefully he sees it soon here. Oop, that's gonna catch the fire. Same thing happened to Liz. Drop a stone block somewhere up there. Oh, okay, we're doing staircase strats. And by that I mean ladder strats, I should say. It's not really a staircase if they're vertically aligned with each other. It's a messed up staircase, I guess. Yes, CO, I believe so. So as long as you have enough money going into the final wave, you get the cherry and the maximum stakes goal on the same wave, assuming you didn't do one before. Lizstar now on shot B. Yeah, there's two main play styles, I think. Well, okay, there's 3 main play styles, but I don't like one of them, because it doesn't work very well for me. One is to focus on your gun a lot, and that winds up being both really expensive and kind of underwhelming compared to the other 2 play styles. One is to get dash power, and abuse the hell out of the iframes on that, and then another is to get lure bombs. And honestly, you can combine the lure bombs and the dash strats, because the dash can help you clear out stuff quickly while you, you know, deal with other stuff with the bombs. Oh my god, I just totally spaced out there for a moment. Yeah, having it be a double tap does kind of suck. This is another one of those situations where I wish UFO 50 had, like, one more button in some games. Having the dash be on a separate button would be real nice. Okay. Okay, Pat is out of that. Going into Overbold. Okay, he sees it. So this is gonna take Liz quite some time to get through. So it wouldn't surprise me to see if Pat is able to pull ahead and get 11 right before Liz is able to complete stage 4 here, depending on how comfortable Pat is with Overbold. Alright, grabbing some, we gonna stick around here or just hop into the pit? Hopefully Liz isn't disrespecting the Overbold here. Because, like, this might be an excuse to... You don't really need to do anything special there. I don't think you really want to be playing the bonus game there. So, probably good that wiped there. Yeah, so we'll see what kind of strategy Pat goes with here. I'm very curious to see. The big part about Overbold for me is trying to figure out how much to grab with your prizes and like how much to push your luck here. Which, yeah, that's the entire point of the game, but you really want to get your power-ups early on. Playlist! What are you doing? This is perfect, thank you! The first gold on this board might be Alphazar's hat. True. Yeah, I want to say, like, doing a 400 or 500 on the second round usually gets me enough to get started. Ooh, toucan spiders, don't like that. Toucan spiders are such a rough enemy, just they take so many hits to kill. They shoot at you while moving around, and just, ooh, they're so obnoxious. And from what some people were mentioning, it sounds like they can just shoot nearly instantly if they decide to. Because, like, normally they kind of stop in place and then shoot. Oop, I gotta pause here. Okay, no messages waiting for me in Discord, just making sure. Okay, I think that was just to check something. Okay, we're going for a gun strat here. The split shots are a little bit awkward, because I don't think more than one from the shot can hit a single enemy, so they kind of wind up being a little underwhelming compared to their cost. Compared to, like, lure bombs and the dash power. Cherry does still qualify as a gold, yes. Liz making steady progress here through I almost called this Magic Garden because this stage plays Magic Garden music. But making steady progress here through Alphazar's Hat. Still going strong on Option B and Shot B. Magic Garden 2. 2 Magic, 2 Garden. Right, we're on the triple shot now for Pat as well. How much did you need going into the final stage again? Hey, Glove! This has been a really exciting match. It's been so back and forth, it's wild. 1,300. Okay. Right, because the final round gives you 3,200. And that ends you with 4,500. Glove, I just want you to know, in the cast that, in the match that Winterbit just casted a little while ago. Oh no! Liz taking a death here. Anyway, somebody opened up Seaside Drive, I shouted, somebody call Glove, and then they closed Seaside Drive. And so I said, wait, no, hang up on Glove. And then they later pulled up Seaside again. We put Glove on hold. Alright. Backing out of Overbold. Heckin' pumpkins. So this is once again a goal that Pat could use to quickly catch up, and then also maybe push for a gold disc? Yeah. It could also be a gold rush. I'm kind of hoping that we see this go to Blackout. Wouldn't surprise me to see Liz hop into Role Player after this, just based off of what I know about her comfort levels with these games. No player has Role Player progress right now, correct? Outbrace would be a little bit of an investment, but... Yeah, Overbold proving to be just a little bit too rude right now. So while that double play was available, I think this is paying off for Liz just going into a game that she was comfortable with. Making our way down below here on on Pat's side. I think Pat doesn't particularly know like a direct specific route for this, or like hasn't practiced this goal specifically, but is heading towards the first boss on the bottom right. Oop, dropped the portal and was charging it, so he's gonna have to walk all the way back down. Yeah, definitely. Overbold is one of those games where if you're not like super confident with it, it can be such a huge time sink that you don't wind up doing anything with. You know I'm bobbing my head right now. Overbold has no room for, for mercy. It's understandable, it's really neat. And it's a fun take on, like, the whole idle game aspect of things, combining it with, like, kind of the Zelda 1 type exploration. Thank you for the clip, by the way, Winterbit. Maybe would be a good one to throw over CO's way. Yeah, the bingo stuff for Pilot's Quest is really interesting. I do not have that much comfort with Unktomi if I don't have the blaster. So it's either I get the blaster or I learn just plain Yo-Yo Unktomi. Alright. We got our first boss down here. Liz now on the funny worm. Yeah, I guess that, like, people who are more comfortable with the game can theoretically do that reasonably. Alright, up to our shot B. Ooh, and we picked up option B, like, kind of, maybe not intentionally there, but it worked out. Worst case, it would have been option A. So we're, looking pretty good here on Liz's side. So Pat's gonna need to find a way around. Honestly, I think what you want to do here is go up into the top right boss before you head down to the lower right one. Yeah, CO, I did not know that for the longest time until watching the Cherry Rush run. Yeah, I did not know that until the Cherry Rush run. Alright, here's Alphazar. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me to see if Liz sticks through this and just clears it for the sake of both playing Alphazar's hat because it's fun, but then also getting the gold progress. Or in this case, it'd be a cherry. If she doesn't take a death or a continue here at some point. Which maybe it would be smart to try and take a death at the beginning of the next stage. Ooh, spicy. Alright, there's the goal. Pretty comfortably cementing a lead here. Alright, so are we gonna take a death here on purpose, or are we gonna just push through for the cherry anyway? I think is the main question, because I think it would be faster, bingo-wise. But I have a feeling Liz might actually just go for the cherry here. Ah, damn. You hate to see that on the Scout, yeah. Running through quite a bit of lives here. Taking the lower path to get to the lower boss is a bit rough here. Ooh, spicy. You don't want to have that thing chasing you down. Ooh, okay, no, we're just going. We're leaving. Okay, no, we're just going straight to role player. I don't think I think Liz is just saying, no, I'm not getting the gold discs. Wait. She heard the playlist. Sentient playlist strikes again. Alright, we're doing the bull strat. Just gonna walk around out here. We need to level up twice. This time it's the players who are sentient. Now, one thing about the bull strat is that it is very, 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 very helpful to get the vest from the town up above. Okay, Pat doing some smart portals here. Okay, now drop another portal. Yeah, smart. Did we level up twice already? Or was that one level? Can someone check if that was 2 levels or 1? Because I think that was 1 level. Possibly misread the goal, yeah, there's kind of just like a lot of text blob there. I think so too. At least that's a pretty easy fix in terms of, if she does mark it, I can just, uncheck it and say missing 1 in Grimstone. So I'm not gonna fuss about that too much. Just knowing ahead of time that I will have to do that if it happens. Yeah, Gunner is definitely not the character you want to do for this. Typically you want to trap these bosses with warriors. Yeah, Liz is gonna lose her progress, but Grimstone is pretty quick to level up in once you, if you do the vest strat, so it's a bit of a time loss. I don't think she went back to town after getting the first level, so... Two bosses down for Pat. Okay, I think she does at least recognize that it's 2 levels here. Yeah, which, again, that's not too much progress because you're doing solo character in Grimstone. I think I would suggest swapping over to the shell sticks rather than the slime sticks, but at this point, since we're level 2... Oop. Discord. There we go. Figured it out. Because the shell sticks would 1-cycle these instead of 2-cycling. I think she did at least figure it out for this part of the goal. Where are we going, Pat? I'm actually wondering where we're going right now. Because the last mini-boss that Pat needs to kill, I believe, is in the top right of the screen, right? Oh, I see, we're getting a key. Which means we're gonna have to dance around this guy. It wouldn't surprise me to see Pat drop a portal right here. Yeah, okay, smart. I think that's a good thing to do. Please drop your portal before you die. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. Oop. Oh no! Unfortunate position for Pat to be in. No, the portal's blocked! Pat does not already have 3 golds to my 100 golds. I don't think anybody has any gold. We didn't even gold Alphazar. We defeated Elphazar and then backed out. No playlist, Block Koala happened earlier. Oh hey, that works. Okay, so now we're gonna head back up top. Actually, you can take the portal to go right back up. And then we're gonna go up through the tree route using the key at the top. And then cross up at the top. Okay, no, I see what the play was. I am no longer confused about what Pat was up to. Orlok going down here for, oh, that is 1 level 3 now for Liz. Let me actually make sure to mark that down. Ooh, Star Wasper, huh? I think that was a mispress. Okay, yeah. She's hopping back into Grimstone. I think she realized that she didn't get to level 3. Oh my god, Pat is having such bad luck with these bugs and other enemies deciding to overlap portals. Oh no! Right, Glove? Yo, Glove, check out the top right of this card, too. Like, we got Campanella 2 have 300 coins, and Campanella 2 obtain the Friendship Bracelet. It's wild. Okay. Liz... resetting, I think Liz realized that she didn't want to gather extra people. Honestly, it's just bingo pressure, I'm pretty sure. She's trying to make sure that she stays ahead and is, probably looking at that overbold square right now with a little bit of, anxiety, just knowing that theoretically Pat couldn't mark both of those. So it wouldn't surprise me if, there's a little bit of just bingo panic going on right now. Honestly, New Game I think was the play here, just so that she could get the teeth and then head up to, what was this, San Antonio? Alright, drop the portal! Oh my god. Yeah. Didn't rename to Owl. Run invalidated. Okay, Pat throwing down gunner strats again here. Which, once again, the gunner is very low damage. Okay, I didn't catch it. Did we pick up the armor, or are we still on our way there? There's level 2. Okay, we're still on our way there. Oh no, it's the double hawks! Don't reset, don't reset. No, don't reset! No! Wait, no, okay, you continue from where you left off, so you have you lose your levels, but you can still at least, make it up to the town above, and... Oh, this is rough. Oh, did Pat lose the portal again? Oh no, Pat! Oh, that's so unfortunate! Pat's had to make the run back so many times on this. Oh yeah, winter bit? Yeah, it basically just gives you a checkpoint every time you go back to town, and that's like your last save. So yeah, looking at the tiles here, like if you can drop a really, really fast Waldorf in Mortal 2, but then like everything, like I don't think there's enough time at this point to collect 4 discs or 4 golds. Yeah, the armor from the town up above is so handy for any leveling needs in for a solo bull run. You take barely any damage. Okay, we're up here. Accidentally stepped back out of town. Yeah, and Pat's gonna have to do that before Liz checks this square. Alright, now we just need to run around a little bit up here. Keeping an eye. Jukebox favoring Liz. Yeah, we do still need to go to Valbrace after this. Yeah, Pat is at least doing a really good job of weaving between these bullets. But this is definitely a situation where you probably just want to grab the warrior and trap in the boss with some blocks and then just go ham with your sword. Alright, I think that was level 3? Damn it, I looked away again. Alright, cool. Is that it? Hey, there's Pat's Square. So, yeah, basically it comes down to, can Pat cherry overbold before Liz gets 2 levels here? I think Liz is probably pulling up some maps right now in the resources. So yeah, this comes down to a cherry overbold. Yeah. Okay, I think Liz has pulled up whatever resources she's needed. We'll see if she's comfortable with throwing down the flight spell or not. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if Liz is... I say that, and then she's moving around like this. Like, she's not flying, but you can still go fast without flight. If you have a really, really clean overbold, like, I'm just, like, watching this and very uncertain of what's gonna happen here. Oh no, Winter Pit. Unfortunate. Because, yeah, if you're speedrunning and you know the speed route and you can do it very quickly, the Valbrace scroll doesn't take that long. but if you're not, like, super duper familiar with the speed route for it, somebody who does just get a first try overbold cherry could very well overtake you. I kinda just got the muscle memory, I guess. It's definitely something you have to practice a fair bit. Left, left, down, left, up, up, right, up. But, you know, faster. Okay, we're fighting the crone. It's a bit of a tricky fight. You can catch her at the bottom of her arcs. Pat looking a little stronger here now on Overbold. Does have some HP for a backup using a little bit of a bomb-heavy build this time. Okay, we got the essence from the crone. I do find it kind of funny that we're pausing in a game that, like, doesn't move unless you do at this current moment. Yeah, if Pat just grabs some lure bombs here, he'll be in pretty good shape. Crescents. But yeah, it looks like lure bombs were bought, and I misunderstood what was purchased there. Because for a second it looked like he didn't buy them, but I got them mixed up. Oop. Pat's in a pretty good spot here. It would be great if Toucan Spider shot at the bomb instead of you. Oh no, not enough MP! Should get some from the slime at least. Oh my god, this really does come down to hitting this second throne. Was this the max wave? Throne number 1. Okay, so, oh right, yeah, thank you. I should have seen the prize in the top left. It would be 1600 if it was a max wave. That's only one right, said Liz. So I made sure to let her know correct. That was only one. Oh, right, speaking of, we did get the one in Grimstone, so let me mark the general tracker that I definitely just now remembered is still there. Alright. Wow. Yes, the final boss is a max wave. So Pat doesn't need to max out this wave. Probably just figuring out how much he wants to throw in for his own comfort. Hi, Elia. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, probably just confirming how many he needs. Welcome to this intense Overbold versus level up in Valbrace race. Although I think going for a big level, or a big wave on this might be potentially just a little bit too much time spent, although Liz is gonna have to start farming up, or Liz is gonna have to farm up some essence here. We only have 95, and I forget how much we need for the second throne, but it's more than that. So the way this is unfolding right now, if Liz gets this level up on this final throne here, Alright, we're gonna steal again. Get some essence from the crone. Yeah, basically, if Liz gets the role player goal here, there's not going to be enough time for Pat to get the 4 gold discs. And if Pat is able to get the Overbold max stakes and cherry disc here, it's also going to come down to... Ah, no! The weakest shot isn't that bad on the final boss, it's more of just having something to get through the final wave and just being able to make it there. So Liz is gonna have to get 400. Pat going for it right now. Is Pat gonna pull back ahead at the very last minute available in the hecking match? She did only have 90 essence, but yeah, she's gonna have to make it all the way back over to the throne in the time that it takes. If Pat doesn't die on the final wave, though, Pat does still need to make it through here for both of his goals on Overbold. Oh no! He's getting thrown away from the health kit. Oh, this is terrifying for both players. If Pat takes a death here, then that's probably GG. Very smartly laying off the gunshots there when around the pumpkin. Does have access to another medkit on the right side. This has been such an intense match. For a while, like, there was a pretty good start on Pat's behalf, and then Liz got the upper hand, and I'm actually kind of starting to think Pat has the upper hand again as long as he can finish off this boss. But it does require not dying here to these little jerks here. He is out of bombs, which is really scary to be here. These enemies are getting a little overwhelming. Does have a lot of health right now, thankfully. Okay, Liz gets the crone. Up to 180 is gonna need to now make her way down. Oh my god. That's a lot of onion babies. Oh, big hit! Big hit. No! No! Oh, the heartbreak! That is so rough! Dang. Yeah, that's GG. I'll still let the timer play out here. Just to see if Liz is able to get this last square here. Yeah, those 2 squares would have swung it for Pat. Because even if Liz is able to get this in the next minute, if Pat was able to get that, that would have been 12 first for Pat. For all, like, intents and purposes, this was effectively a blackout. It wasn't technically one, but we basically saw the entire board get played, which is really cool. And yeah, he had a decent bit left over at the start of the wave, and I think if he had spent just a little bit more on a few more upgrades, that might have helped him stay alive just a bit longer. Oops, we exited north, we need to search. Oh, got into a fight first. Let me, not have this be our... There we go. Okay. Let's get a happier song for the end of a bingo match. Let me actually also capture the bingo sync chat just so we can see Pat talking here for the stream's sake.
Oh my god, really, Pat? Oh my god.
So,
I was really close to getting...
That literally
2.
came down to Overbold Cherry versus getting 2 levels in Valbrace.
Oh my god. I was really close, too, to getting that level. If I hadn't messed up, I read it as 1 level at first, so I left Grimstone. If I hadn't done that, I probably would have gotten there. But holy crap, what a match. I was scared. I was running scared, doing blocks like 3 times over.
Pardon me, doing some extremely professional streamer stuff here. Okay. Okay, bingo sync chat is visible on stream now.
What did I have to... That was GG. I had to block your... I blocked combatants. I was in the middle of Mortal, and I was like, oh shit, combatants is open. Let me regrettably jump into combatants.
Yeah.
There was... Oh, Block Koala as well. I was like, I hate Block Koala. Time to go into Block Koala. You had me running into stuff I did not enjoy. Great job, Pat.
So, when it came down to Pat having the center square Devilition, I was trying to look at the board to see if there were any bingos remaining, and I thought they were all gone until somebody in chat pointed out, no, Pat still has the row 3 available.
I didn't notice it for a long time. I was like, we're all done with bingos. I don't have to worry about that. I
was kind of
worry
wondering
about the things I'm good at.
Because, like, I absolutely missed the middle row bingo as well until somebody in chat literally pointed it out.
Oh, man.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Other
Oh, and
chat was
you
visible.
oh my god. The first thing, you literally sniped Zoldat from me by a click. Like, I was about to click on it, and you clicked on it. That was nuts. I was literally clicking on it, you already clicked on it. That's why I went, what did I do? I said, oh my god, I think.
Yeah, that was the OMFG earlier.
Yeah, OMFG. Because it was literally by 1 click.
The wild thing, too, was that also kind of came down to the fact that you stepped into the acid thinking you could maybe snag the resource.
Oh my god, that was tragic. I almost had it. I had 1 and it was on the acid. It was, oh man, I should have just played it safe.
Oh my god.
So many mistakes. But a lot of, like, clutches, too.
Yeah, and then, like...
I had to do a lot of slow ones. Kick Club and Camouflage and Alphazar's Hat, especially. I was about to go for the golden Alphazar's Hat, and I'm like, we gotta have, like, 20 minutes left. There's no way I'm getting 3 golds.
Yeah, no, the gold disc was not happening. So at the end, it was definitely down to whether or not that final fight for Pat like worked out, because Pat was on the final wave of Overbold.
Oh man!
Just ran out of bombs,
goodness.
And like the onion babies from the final boss just got a little too overwhelming.
Oh, did you die, or was it like you were still? Oh no! Oh, that's so. Oh man, GG. I I never want to be in a bingo seed where who wins is determined by overbowl. I I
Also,
looked
yeah.
at that and I was like, there are two things on that. I would rather die. Overbold is so scary to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Pat.
hate it too. I'm with you
Mortal
there.
2 was really rude to Pat. It kept, like, blocking all of Pat's portals in so many, like,
Oh
really ridiculous
man.
ways, so Pat had to keep doing a lot of runbacks. And, like, still did pull through. I think another thing for that goal that you'll figure out if you practice it, Pat, for a lot of the bosses, the best way to handle them is to get your warrior to block them in with some blocks and then just sword spam at them. Gunner is really rough in terms of DPS.
Yeah, I've seen that. Wow, GG. What a match.
That's
Probably the closest match of bingo I've played for sure. I mean, I haven't played many, but
the lead traded back so many times, it was
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
I kept saying, alright, Pat's got the lead now. Oh, advantage now goes to Liz. Now Pat's in the lead. Now Liz is in the lead.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right. It is an amazing match. Good luck to your future matches. I have to like stare at a wall.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fantastic games, both of you. Take care. Wow. You know, you never know how close and intense a bingo match is gonna be when you sign up to cast one. And I knew this would be fun because, like, obviously I know Liz, and then, like, Pat's new to this season as well, and, it's exciting to see this season. It's really, really exciting. I don't really know what else to say here. This has been awesome. Let's see what's going on tonight. Whoop. Hey, Twitch, I'd like to... There we go. Taking a look around here. What else were you up to? Twitch is hard. Difficult, challenging. I think I'm gonna throw it over to another dragon who's streaming right now. Playing some Lethal Company, so... If that's not your jam, understand. But take care, y'all. Thanks for hanging out for this awesome bingo match.